us move towards unit number 5, flow through pipes. Let us divide this unit in 3 sections. First, major and minor losses and the terms involved under it and the numericals based on them. Second, siphon, pipes in series and pipes in parallel and the numericals based on it. And the third part, dimensional analysis or dimensionless numbers, model analysis and numericals based on it. So let us come to the first part of this unit. I have divided this complete unit into 3 sections. So out of that, first section, that is losses in pipes, that we'll see now. Generally, we know whenever the flow takes place in the pipe, the fluid experiences some resistance due to friction, that is because of shear stress, due to which the energy of the fluid is lost in overcoming that friction or the shear stress. And this loss of energy is nothing but it is also called as a loss of heat. So there are 2 types of loss. One is called as a major loss and other one is called as a minor loss. What do you mean by major loss and what do you mean by minor loss? That we will see in this lecture, in this video in detail. Major energy loss, it is because of mainly friction. The friction is the major cause of the major energy loss. So the loss which is because of friction between the fluid and fluid layers as well as fluid and solid, that is called as a major energy loss. Second, the minor energy loss. Minor energy loss, this is nothing but because of the area change of the pipe. If there is sudden change in the cross-section area of the pipe during the flow, then the fluid experiences some loss, that is called as a minor energy loss. But compared to major energy loss, these minor energy losses are very small. That's why in many cases these minor energy losses are neglected. But they cannot be neglected always. For that, we have to consider the minor energy losses also in some cases. So let us first see what do you mean by major energy loss in detail. If you see the major energy loss which is because of friction, that is given by famous scientists Darcy and Wispach, who has given an equation that is given by HF is equal to 4FLV square upon 2GD. This is a very famous equation and it is used worldwide today. For calculating HF given by the formula 4FLV square by 2GD, in this formula the term F, small f, is called as a coefficient of friction. Remember, the term small f is called as a coefficient of friction and small l, capital L is called as the length of the pipe, capital V is the mean velocity of the fluid through the pipe, small d is the diameter of the pipe. So in this formula, only the important term is the small f, which is called as the coefficient of friction. And how to calculate the small f, that is very important for solving the numericals based on the major loss. So we have already seen in unit number 4 what do you mean by laminar flow and turbulent flow. If Reynolds number is less than 2000, then the flow will be laminar, and if it is greater than 4000, then the flow will be turbulent. Depending upon the flow, whether it is laminar or turbulent, this coefficient of friction varies. If the flow is laminar, that is Reynolds number is less than 2000, then the coefficient of friction, small f, is called as a 16 upon Re, Reynolds number. And if the flow is turbulent, then the coefficient of friction is given by 0.079 upon Re raised to 1 by 4. Remember, the Reynolds number should come greater than 4000 for turbulent flow. So it is very simple to calculate F based on the Reynolds number. So for that, first you have to calculate the Reynolds number. We have already seen the Reynolds number is calculated as rho Vd by mu for a pipe. So you have to use the formula rho Vd by mu to calculate Reynolds number. Put the value of Reynolds number, whether it is laminar or turbulent, in the given formula, you will get the value of F, small f. Now one more thing I want to tell you here, that the term small f is called as the coefficient of friction, while in some books you will find there is a term which is given as a combined term replacing 4 into f, that is 4f. If there is a term which is generally given as f dash, then that f dash is nothing but the replacement for 4f. So in many books you will find the formula hf is equal to f dash l v square upon 2g, where f dash is nothing but 4f, and that is called the friction factor. So remember the difference between the friction factor and coefficient of friction. Friction factor is 4 times the coefficient of friction. So you have to carefully find the value of f. By using the formula 16 upon Re, you are finding the coefficient of friction. So you have to use the appropriate formula to calculate the coefficient of friction. For friction factor, you have to multiply the coefficient of friction by 4. Okay. So this is very important. Now let us see some numericals for major loss. The numericals are very simple. Let us see first numerical. Calculate the discharge through a pipe of diameter 200 mm when the difference of pressure head between the two ends of the pipe 500 meter apart is 4 meter of water. Take the value of small f is equal to 0.009. In the formula hf is equal to 4FLV square upon 2g. Now it is very simple problem. In this problem, if you see, first write down the given data. Small d is equal to 200 millimeter, 0.2 meter. Capital L, it is length of pipe is 500 meter. Difference of pressure head, that is loss of head is given. Pressure head is given. HF is equal to 4 meter of water. And small f is equal to 0.009. So we have the formula HF is equal to 4FLV square upon 2GD. Now in this formula we have been given the value of coefficient of friction as a ready-made value. In most of the cases it is not given. You have to calculate the value of F by using the formula either for laminar flow or turbulent flow. For that first you have to calculate the Reynolds number. But in this you have been given the value of small f as a ready-made value. Put that value of small f in the given formula. Here you have to calculate the velocity v, because the aim of the numerical is to calculate the discharge through the pipe, and discharge is given by area into velocity. So first you have to find velocity. So you will get the value of velocity by putting the other values in the formula hf is equal to 4FLV square upon 2GD. So if you put 4 is equal to 4 into 0.009 into 500 into v square upon 0.2 into 2 into 9.81, you will get the value of v, that is the velocity through pipe, as 0.934 meter per second. And it is very simple to calculate discharge from the velocity, as it is given by velocity into area. So area is pi by 4 d square. So you will get the discharge as pi by 4 into 0.2 square multiplied by the velocity 0.934, that is coming as 0.0293 meter cube per second or 29.3 liters per second. So it was very straightforward problem. Now let us see one more numerical where you have to calculate the coefficient of friction based on the Reynolds number. So for that you have to first calculate Reynolds number, and then you have to put the value of Reynolds number in the formula to calculate small f, depending upon whether the flow is laminar or turbulent. So let us see second numerical. A crude oil of kinematic viscosity 0.4 Stokes is flowing through a pipe of diameter 300 mm at the rate of 300 liters per second. Find the head loss due to friction for a length of 50 meter of the pipe. Now here the kinematic viscosity is given 0.4 Stokes, which is calculated as 0.4 centimeter square per second or 0.4 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square per second. Diameter is given as 300 mm or 0.3 meter. Discharge is 300 liter per second. Converting, you will get 0.3 meter cube per second. Length of the pipe is 50 meter. Everything is given. The velocity you have to calculate from the discharge, because we will require the velocity in the formula hf is equal to 4FLV square upon 2GD. So first you have to calculate the velocity, and velocity is also required to calculate the Reynolds number. So velocity, it is discharge upon area. It is coming as 0.3 upon pi by 4 into 0.3 square. It is 4.24 meter per second. Reynolds number, you know, it is rho Vd by mu. But here mu by rho we know it is nu. So you can also write the formula as Vd by nu, and it is coming as 4.24 into 0.3 upon 0.4 into 10 raised to minus 4, which is 3.18 into 10 raised to 4. That is coming as a greater than 4000. So the Reynolds number is greater than 4000, hence the flow is turbulent. And we know the formula for finding the coefficient of friction for a turbulent flow as F is equal to 0.079 upon Re raised to 1 by 4. Putting the value of Reynolds number in that formula, you will get the value of coefficient of friction as 0.00591. Putting this value of coefficient of friction in the formula HF is equal to 4FL V square upon 2 GD, you will simply get the value of HF, loss of head due to friction. So there is a loss of head as a 3.61 meters. So this is the answer for the second one. I hope the numericals on major loss are clear now. Let us see the second more important loss, that is called as a minor loss. Now minor loss, it is also an important type of loss. Already I have told you the reason behind the minor loss. Minor loss is happening because of the area change of the pipe. So if there is sudden change in the area of or the shape of the pipe, then there will be loss, that is called as a minor energy loss. So now major loss was due to friction, minor loss is due to change in area. There are certain types of minor losses because the area changing may it be increasing area, it may be decreasing area. So depending upon that, the minor energy losses are having certain types. So let us see one by one. There are total 6 or 5 types of losses which are coming in minor losses. So first, loss of head due to sudden enlargement, loss of head due to sudden contraction, loss of head at the entrance of the pipe, loss of head at the exit of pipe, and loss of head in various pipe fittings such as elbow, bed or coupling. So all these are nothing but the shape or area change types. That's why there are many types coming under minor losses. Now the name is minor loss. That means the value of minor loss by the calculation is going to come less than major loss. That's why its name is given as minor energy loss. So many times the minor losses are very less compared to the major loss, and hence they are neglected. They are neglected in many numericals. But as far as the short pipes are concerned, the minor energy losses are considered for the calculation. So it depends. Now you remember, in case of the long pipes, the loss of head due to friction or the major loss is more, because major loss formula you know, HF is equal to 4FL V square upon 2 GD. So higher the value of L, higher will be the value of HF. While in case of longer pipes, or you can say in case of the pipes having more lengths, major loss is more, but the minor losses are many times neglected because their values are coming very less for long pipes, and that's why they are neglected. But the minor loss values have to be considered in case of the smaller pipes because they are comparable with the major losses. So for the short pipes, we have to consider the minor losses. Now how to calculate these minor losses? So here